Blake Shelton might be a world-famous musician, but his first love is the great outdoors. In a recent interview with Hook and Barrel magazine, the Boys Round Here singer recalled the moment he discovered his greatest passions as a teenager while watching TNN and Tracy Bird's weekend outdoor show. The voice of a generation, an icon in the world of country music, and a television personality are all things that many people consider Blake Shelton to be. However, Shelton is a man who is deeply rooted in his upbringing, particularly on the ranch that his family owns in the middle of Oklahoma. This is the man that lies beneath the spotlight and all of the accolades. Shelton has made it abundantly obvious that he is prepared to give up the traveling lifestyle in favor of something that is significantly more grounded, just as his career is about to begin a new phase. It is possible that the spotlight has taken him away from his roots for a number of years. Shelton unveils a vision of creativity, family, and personal growth that promises a satisfying second act with his revelation that he plans to scale back his touring obligations and focus on life at his beloved Oklahoma ranch. He also guarantees that this will be a rewarding second act. At the same time that Blake Shelton is getting ready to say goodbye to the extensive touring life that has defined his career for decades, the country star has also revealed an unexpected new direction. He is making plans for a deeper connection with his land, his heritage, and the creative passions that continue to be near and dear to his heart. After spending years juggling his duties as a hitmaker on the road, his responsibilities as a coach on NBC's The Voice, and his reputation as a pop cultural celebrity, Shelton has finally made his decision. But now it appears that the man who is responsible for some of the most well-known choruses in country music is discovering that he is able to find happiness in stepping away from the chaos and returning to the straightforwardness of life on the ranch. Coming full circle, traveling back to Oklahoma. The state of Oklahoma is where Shelton's roots can be found. Although Shelton spent his childhood in the little town of Ada, Oklahoma, he was constantly surrounded by the expansive landscapes that are characteristic of the American heartland. It was not the fast-paced entertainment world of Nashville that captivated his imagination. Rather, it was the more straightforward and tranquil rhythm of ranch life that he found appealing. His love for the land, animals, and the hard-working lifestyle that his family taught in him became defining aspects of his character. His family ingrained these attitudes in him. A fast forward to the present day reveals that Shelton has constructed a vast ranch of his own in Tishimingo, Oklahoma, where he and his wife, Gwen Stefani, maintain their residence. Despite the fact that it is a vast distance from the hectic bustle of Hollywood and Nashville, it is the location where he finds balance, calm, and rejuvenation. Shelton was able to find peace and quiet after spending a significant amount of time on the road during his time spent on the ranch. His time spent there has unquestionably revitalized him, both in terms of his personal life and his creative endeavors. Shelton acknowledged in a touching Instagram post that he has longed for the freedom and leisure to connect more fully with the land that nurtured him. The post was an announcement of his plans about his future endeavors. "I've been living in a whirlwind for years, constantly touring and performing," he revealed with his fans. "I've performed and toured all the time. However, it is time to come to a halt and concentrate on the things that are most significant: the ranch, the family, and the friends. The prospect of taking some time off to reconnect with my roots and live my life at my own speed is quite exciting to me. To be here is where I should be." The message was flooded with comments of love and encouragement from his fans, who were eager to show their support for him despite the situation. Shelton's career has reached tremendous heights, and fans from all over the world have witnessed it. However, they appear to understand his wish to return to what is genuinely important to him. Introducing new projects, fostering creativity from the ground up. Although Shelton's choice to reduce the amount of touring he does is undoubtedly a personal one, it also represents a change in the direction that his artistic path is heading. Not only does the ranch provide him with a welcome escape from the hectic demands of his job, but it also provides him with a blank canvas on which to create new initiatives and artistic endeavors. The plans that Shelton has for after his tour appear to imply that he is keen to explore new creative channels, with a particular emphasis on projects that will enable him to express himself in ways that go beyond music and television programs. The possibility of his creating new music is one of the parts of his time on the ranch that is being looked forward to the most. Although it seems possible that Shelton will be retiring from touring, he has made it clear that he is not yet prepared to completely give up the music industry. As an alternative, he intends to compose and record new songs that are influenced by the tranquility and serenity of his rural property in Oklahoma. According to him, the source of inspiration is everything around him. An interview that took place not so long ago had Shelton saying, "Living here on the ranch reminds me of the timeless beauty of country life. The simple things, such as watching the sun set over the fields or hearing the wind rustling through the trees, are the things that remind me of the reasons why I fell in love with country music in the first place. It's possible that this location and everything that it symbolizes to me will serve as the inspiration for the next record." The ability to combine his musical abilities with his personal experiences has always been something that Shelton has been very good at. His music has always been a window into his life, whether it was singing about his experiences in relationships or capturing the excitement of a carefree night with friends. His songs have always been songs that he has written. Fans should anticipate a sound that is more contemplative and emotionally linked, full of rich storytelling and genuine authenticity, as a result of a new wave of inspiration that he has received from his time spent at the ranch. In addition, it has been stated that Shelton is currently working on a new television project that would provide viewers with a completely fresh perspective on his life on the ranch. There is a rumor that it will be a reality show that will capture the day-to-day life of Shelton and his family as they navigate life away from the spotlight, tending to their farm and indulging in hobbies and pastimes that are rarely seen by the public. However, there is still a lack of information on this. He added, "I've always been an open book with my fans, but there's so much more to my life than what people see on TV or hear on the radio." He explained that he has always been honest with his supporters. This show will provide viewers with a more in-depth look of what it means to live on a ranch, whether it is through the process of raising cattle, producing crops, or simply taking pleasure in the tranquility of the environment. An emphasis on one's household and personal life. It should come as no surprise that Shelton's decision to slow down his pace of life is also influenced by his relationship with his family. Following the couple's wedding to Stefani in 2021, they have begun to appreciate their mutual affection for their Oklahoma house and the straightforward joys that it provides. Collectively, they have fostered their affection for one another as well as their connection with the natural world. Fans are frequently able to get glimpses of Shelton and his wife enjoying time together on the ranch, whether they are riding horses, working the land, or simply relaxing on the porch. Shelton frequently discusses the amount of time they spend on the ranch. The way in which the couple lives together on the ranch is also a significant illustration of how job and family overlap with one another. Shelton is eager to point out that his new life on the ranch enables him to enhance the amount of quality time he spends with Stefani and their children. Shelton said that this is a place where we can just be ourselves, and he was right. We are able to withdraw from the outside world and simply take pleasure in each other's presence. It is quiet, and it is precisely what we require at this moment. This newly discovered dedication to slowing down, appreciating the present moment, and cultivating stronger connections with people who are closest to him appears to be the key to Shelton's ambitions for the future. Although he may not be traveling across the country with his guitar, it is abundantly evident that his creative potential is not in the least bit restricted. On the contrary, it is being allowed to develop in novel and unanticipated ways, which provides Shelton with the opportunity to actually live the life he has so desperately desired. The end of an era, but not the end of creativity, is the conclusion of this article. It is a significant turning point in both Blake Shelton's life and career that he has made the decision to reduce his touring schedule. It's a return to the roots that fashioned him into the man he is today, one who finds fulfillment in the quiet moments, the simplicity of ranch life, and the love of his family. The departure from the hectic demands of traveling does not mark the conclusion of his creative journey. Rather, it marks the beginning of a new chapter in his endeavors. Shelton is in a position to explore new paths for music, television, and personal development, all while maintaining his connection with the area that has shaped him. This is a moment that is bittersweet for fans because it means that they are bidding goodbye to the version of Blake Shelton that we have come to know on stage, but they are also welcome a newer, more grounded version of him who will continue to create, innovate, and inspire from the heart of Oklahoma. Blake Shelton's story appears to be far from ended, as evidenced by the fact that creativity is oozing from every nook and cranny of his ranch. Simply said, it is developing into something that is even more significant, with its foundations in love, family, and the splendor of life. And it is doing so at a slower and more thoughtful pace.